So the new world, what would it look like? What are we gonna do about this? I mean, free masks, that's all we had to do, right? Masks, the really good kind with the filters, a box of gloves for everybody. They can just wash them and reuse them until there are enough boxes made for everyone to buy. Everybody keeps their job. That's my idea, Should have just done that in the first place when we found out what this thing was in China and shut down the airports. That would have just been a lot less people unemployed. And I think that what the new world is going to look like, I mean, children are not in school, right? So first of all, we'd have to figure that every household that has a child has to be, they either have to be homeschooled or like teachers would still have jobs. They could still have schools and rooms for the teachers to work in. Like, there's no reason to tear down the schools. Every room would be for their video classes, and they could do them via Zoom. I mean, Zoom, I think, is going to be huge this upcoming year. And I think if anybody, wow, I should really keep my mouth shut, but if anybody's going to buy stock, they should buy stock in Zoom, because everybody's going to be using it. It's going to be just like YouTube. YouTube is just going to get bigger. Amazon is just going to get bigger. There's going to be a world of new websites. What's going to happen to restaurants and places where they serve food? That's the real question. Obviously, we've done it before. Hair nets. We're required to wear hair nets. Keep our masks on. And plastic or latex gloves, whatever. If you're allergic to latex, you can wear plastic. I mean, people will still want to go out to eat and order takeout. There are a lot of people that can't cook for their kids even, and don't want to live on top ramen. Those are the kinds of people that go out to eat good food. So I don't really think that restaurants are going to go out of business. I think it's just going to change. I think they're going to be more based on takeout and how making it easier to order online. And I think there's going to be a larger amount of delivery services, probably like Grubhub and Uber Eats. That's what I think it's going to look like. And again, I don't know if people are out there talking about this on other podcasts and TV shows. I don't watch a lot of them, but it's just been occurring to me. As an artist, there's a lot of screenwriting contests right now that are looking for stories, people to write stories on what the new world is going to look like and how it's going to affect us, and stories based on what happens afterwards. So it's interesting how entertainment is kind of trying to make money off of this thing and see, are movies going to be the same? Are we all going to be wearing masks in the movies? Or are they going to risk their health for that large amount of money? And honestly, I think that movie stars, everybody that works in movies, are only going to get paid more money because there's nothing else for us to do. What's really going to be hit hard is probably theater and theater groups, because unless they're wearing masks, I just started acting last year. I started with an acting coach last year. I don't know why I just started. I've been wanting to do it my whole entire life, and I finally got the money to do it. And I've been a really great teacher, but the quarantine happened just before my first show. So I was supposed to be in a show this month, and he didn't cancel it, but I thought it was a smart idea if he did, and I pulled out. I said I'm not gonna do it. It's, you know, it's time to stay home, and I'm gonna stay home until they say that we don't have to anymore. So currently I'm on unemployment, but I quit my acting class because of this quarantine, and I just thought to myself that theater is gonna, I don't know, people will always want to act, but I just think that there will still be acting classes. So the theaters can still make money by giving acting lessons in their places of business, in their theaters, but the performances where they really make the money on the shows, I don't know that that's going to be the same. So there's going to be a lot of actors that are just going to be like starving. And I just thought about that. I thought that was kind of sad, because theater's come a long way, and like, I don't know what they're doing in New York. I haven't been reading the news. Every now and again I look at it and I go, oh my God, it's too much. It's too much. I don't think that it should take over our lives. And I think that people are coming through, businesses are coming through, and places of hobby are trying to continue their courses, their classes, and their business online so that people can stay in a good mood. But all of that costs money that nobody's making right now. So in my dance classes, I have lessons that are already paid for. I'm lucky in that, and that's none of your business. But I'm just saying, eventually, well, if this continues, people are not going to be able to do these things anymore. I think it's kind of sad, but I just want the world to find ways to continue instead of finding ways to shut down. If the masks and the gloves were, like by law, the president just said everybody has to have one and wear one outside, or they will either be picked up by the police and taken home by the police, which only puts the police at risk, I think. But in which case they should only be paid more, but they probably wouldn't be. I don't know, I feel like it should go on, otherwise we're going to end up living like the people in the Matrix, everybody just kind of hiding away and becoming thieves to get their hands on every little thing just to have a little treat for their kids. And it's gonna be crazy if we continue doing this. I just read that people in Midwest, a bunch of states are just now starting to quarantine, which means this could go on a lot longer. And we here in California have been doing it for almost 2 months. So it's driving us crazy. People are killing themselves, literally. And it's, there's not a lot of people. I don't know if you know my history, if you've seen any of my old videos, God forbid. But my website used to be just about mental illness, which I suffered from for a long, long time, and I still do sometimes. It's not as bad, but I think that people like me are used to the staying inside thing and staying away from people, and I'm just, I don't I'm really used to the not being, what do you call it? I'm not antisocial. I don't really get touched a lot. You know what I mean? Like, I don't shake hands. I don't talk to people all that much. Unless there's a conversation that has to be had. But I'm just pretty quiet, and I'm used to this. But I realized that there are a lot of people that need more attention and more love in their lives and need to have that interaction with other people to live. Otherwise, they go stir crazy. And I've been watching a lot of videos of people just going nutty and like, I can't do this anymore. Like, I need to get out. And I'm not that way, but I kind of understand, because the last year I've had a very, very full life, and right now I'm kind of missing it, and I'm missing all the people that were in it. I did the first couple of weeks go kind of a little bit crazier than normal, but that's just due to my illness. I think that it was onset by the quarantine. I'm not used to all the alone time anymore, and part of what drove me insane in the first place was the alone time. I was without my roommate, moved out, my mom didn't have time for me, my brother was going to college, and I had no one. I was by myself for months, almost like 6 months to a year. I didn't see people, and you'd think I'd get used to that, but it drove me nuts. I drove myself insane. And so I think that not only are people committing suicide, but there's going to be loads and loads more. The numbers on mental illness and mental health issues are just going to rise in this situation. There's people that just don't know how to handle that. Even with all the information about depression and mental health issues, I think that when you're by yourself for a long time, you're looking on YouTube and Facebook and Instagram and watching your Netflix, you forget to really take the time to take care of yourself and like do the meditation and the self-care. Your mental state is so important in these times that I think we have to be also prepared for that. So there should just be a lot more people talking about that issue, I think, and helping people deal with it mentally. So yeah, go out there, go to the park, take a mat, don't forget your mask and your gloves, and do some yoga in the sun. You know, you still can go outside, I think. If the sun is really good for you. I haven't been out in the sun in a while, and the other thing I think is that people are gonna like be deficient on vitamin D. I mean, it's a lot of stuff for the future, and I swear a lot of it looks good. Not a lot of it looks good, but people are trying. They are trying, and I think that that's one of the positive things, is that you see how people will try to stay together, and they'll continue to do that no matter what, because it's in our nature. So stay positive, do some yoga, meditate, self-help books and self-care, yeah, brush your teeth, cut your toenails, shave your ass, anyway, yeah, take care of yourself, take care of your mental health, get off the computer every now and again and just chill out, talk to your dog, not the pillow that looks like a dog. Bye. Thank you for watching. Like, share, subscribe. Press that subscribe button, please. If you want to hear any more from me and my big, bright ideas, tell me what you like so I can make more of those for you. Have a nice day.